Hey, so today I'm going to be attempting to revive this Tesla battery module. We'll run you through my idea. Well, it's actually not my idea, it's an idea given to me by a mate, so I'm going to try it out and see if it works. So here is the battery module. I've got it in this stand here so I can easily access both sides of the module. Because basically what I'm doing is I've tried charging it with 24 volts to see if that brings the dead cell group, which you can see there is this area right here. They're not very well defined, the different blocks in these Tesla modules, but it's generally this area. You can see actually the positives and the negatives. See the difference, how they look different? That's the top of the batteries, that's the bottom batteries. So basically this area here, this cell group, weird looking cell group, is the one that's dead. So because I've tried charging it at 24 volt with no success, the next thing to try, which is generally not recommended, but it's dead anyways, so might as well give it a shot, is to charge this cell group directly by connecting the positive and negative wires to it and charging at 3.2 volts, and seeing if we can just bring that single cell group up in voltage. So, and the way that I'm going to do that is using this little doobie-wacky here. So this here is a 3.2 volt charger. It's usually used for just charging your single 18650 cells, which I don't think I've got any in here. Otherwise I would show you, but basically 18650 cells are what the Tesla modules, pretty much any lithium battery really, they're common. These are full 18650 cells. Lots of things are. They're just like a big AA battery. Bigger than AA, but they look like a AA battery, about big, and they just a cylindrical battery cell. So this is what this is usually used for, is to charge those up and also to repair those batteries, so it can do a full cycle and tell you if they're faulty or not, and it can attempt to revive them and shit. So that's what this does. It's very slow. But it's about the only 3.2 volt charger I can bloody find for lithium. It's a very hard size voltage to find. Even your multi-purpose hobby chargers seem to all want to go minimum of 7.2 volts. So I thought, fuck it, might as well use this. So what I'm going to do is solder a cable onto there and solder a cable onto there, so we can then use those, and I'm going to somehow attach those cables to the module plates. And then just turn this on and it'll identify that cell group as a single cell, and hopefully it'll be able to bring it back up to voltage again. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll place a camera up in a little spot there and you'll see me I'll solder this all up, and then we'll go back to the module. So enjoy some soldering action. Okay. Okay, so you can see there's the negative and the positive wire, negative, not negative, fucking soldered to their ports. And then we've got this end, I've got one clippity-doo. I can't find another one. I'll try and find another clippity-doo, but if I can't, we'll just gotta jam that wire somewhere. And we'll see how this works, eh? Well, that's disappointing. As you can see, I've got the positive on the positive plate, the negative on the negative plate, and the charger isn't even recognizing anything. It's just recognizing null. This is a 0-point charger too, so this is supposed to be able to charge from 0 volts. But it doesn't want to charge this. So I'm going to have a tinker around with this and see if we can get something to work. Okay, so good news is I've got the little charger working and it's recognizing the cell group, but it's still doing weird things because it keeps recognizing it is full when it's not. So I'll show you here. So we'll connect that on to the cell group. It recognizes it, starts to charge. You can see that's the correct voltage, 1 point, so it's actually like, yeah, got a volt put into it. Does that, and then it says full, which is a bit bizarre because it's not full. So I've got to have a bit more tinkering around to see why it's doing that, but progress, I only go 1.8. Because if we can get this at least to 1.5, then the BMS will recognize it, and therefore I can actually connect it into the pack, and the charger will be able to charge it up, hopefully. So we've got some promise here. And I'll continue tinkering on and see what I can do. Oh, yeah, I've got a mirror here. Sees it a bit. Lovely, lovely. Look at that. I got it charging. So, for some bizarre reason, even though this is the negative side of the battery, and that's the positive side of the battery, it recognizes this is the positive side and that is a negative side. So I tried just flipping the cables around and, hey presto, it's actually charging. 0.73 volts, and it's not going full, just recognizing it's full charge. It's actually recognizing it as dead and it's trying to charge it. So fingers crossed this does something. We might be able to revive this battery after all. Don't want to get my hopes up too far, but touch wood, and we'll see how it goes. We'll give this a few hours and come back and check on it. Righto, so it's the next day now. This has been charging all yesterday, all night, and it's now about, I don't know, 8:30 in the morning. And let's wait for the rooster. There has been nothing that has changed. It's pumped a bunch of amps into it, but the volts just stayed the same, so it's a bit disappointing. Probably the next step I can think of trying is leaving that on the cell group and then pumping 24 volts into the main thing and seeing if we can just do a double whammy and try and boost it up that way. Again, it's not really a recommended thing to do, but I'm kind of running out of ideas here, so we'll give that a shot, eh? Wish me luck, hopefully I don't fucking set this thing on fire. This isn't a bit... Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think I may have just fucking sparked this thing back into life. Because all I did is I connected the 24 volt to it, which then made this little doobie whacker go boom right up into, not like a bad, but like to normal voltage. I then took the 24 volt off, and it was still saying it was a good voltage. I then took this little charger off, got the multimeter out, and it's reading a good voltage. So I may have just we'll see. I said I don't want to speak too soon, and we'll touch some wood still. Where's my hand? Yeah, you can see my hand there touching wood. Might have fixed it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Keep his noted. Well, that was a hellish task trying to get this back here and all connected up again. Bad news is I jumped the gun a bit. I haven't fixed that cell. It dropped back down again. And I could tell before I even turned this on because the battery voltage dropped. But you can see here, oh, there's a better screen for you. Well, you can see the 0.000, so it's still, yeah, see, still got a dead cell there, which is really annoying. That means now I've got to fucking disconnect that all again and bloody lug it back to the little bathroom shed there and try again. Because I reckon I can actually get it going again. I reckon if I put the 24 volt and I put the 3.2 volt at the same time and leave it for a bit, don't just jump the gun and go, oh, she's all good, like I did. I reckon she might just come up to charge, but that's probably going to take a while. So I think we'll leave it there for this video. But keep posted for the next video because I'll hopefully have a bit of an update on whether it's fixed or not. Sadly enough, I wish I could have had it go in this video, but you know, this is experimental shit here. I'm not really certain it'll work. This is just me trying to revive it, but yeah, we'll leave it for that because I think this is going for about like 10 minutes or so now. So I'll catch you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of tinkering, even though it didn't really get anywhere. Well, it did get somewhere, but not where we wanted to be. But yeah, anyway, I'm rattling on again. So I'll see you in the next one, eh? Catch you later.